Okay, we're having a bit of a break from the chopper today. Welcome back. We're going to spend the day at Hot Rod Central. There's a lot of little projects going on down here that I'm busy with. Everyone's asking about the Terraplane. We finally got the engine back. Maddie's going to assemble it. Here's a bit of an artist impression I did for Paul's birthday. What it's going to look like roaring down the road. Follow us around the shop. So, I've been working on this on the inside of the car. I've painted all the dash. For the door rubber, this was existing metal, but where we've done the bodywork, we've added a strip so we can put pinch weld on, and that takes care of the door rubber quite easily, and it can also hold the hood lining or any upholstery down. Works really well. So it'll seal against the door here. And it's when you're building these cars, when you change a lot of the shape, it's sometimes there's just as much work in making all the windows go up and down, the doors seal, the inside trims. All that takes a lot of work, to finish off properly. You can chop a car in a day or two, but to finish it, you need a couple of weeks to do it properly. I added some pinstriping to the firewall. Put some clear over it. I don't usually clear over the pinstriping, but because it's on the firewall I did. Whenever it gets cleaned, it'll be a lot easier to clean. So Maddie's building a 302 that's been stroked to a 383. We're going to assemble that and paint it gold metal flake to match the engine bay. So once he gets that in, we can fit all the front of the car, fit it all up. I can get all the gaps right and finish the body work just on the hood and the hood sides. Then everything else is done. We can block it and start painting. Can't wait, can't wait. Okay, I'll show you what else we've been up to. Follow me. Okay, another project we're working on, project number 2 in the list. This is a Brookville body, all steel. Paul bought it as a flat pack. He bolted down the chassis and tacked it all together. And we've still got to manipulate a fair bit of stuff to get it right. Where the metal's been pressed, it was pulled in here, and the gap here was very bad. So what I've done, I've tack welded steel to the edge here. Now I'm going to wire weld that and metal finish it. That was a big problem. We had to do it on both sides of the car to get it to look right. And this rear quarter we noticed was really flat. So this part of the fender here was in, so we had to make a die. This die, it's pretty heavy steel tubing. Put in the bend, and we made that the exact same shape as a bead here. Put it in, and we pushed this out a fair way. I think about 20 mil we had to push that out to get it to equal the other side, and it does look a lot better. As soon as we pushed it out, you could see how much better it looked. I'm not sure if all the bodies were like that, but that was one problem we came across. And also here on the top of the quarter there seems to be a dip in that, so I'm going to look at that today and try and bring that up. I'll wire weld the door gaps and finish them up. We're going to try and do this car with no body filler at all, and do it patinaed. So although it's a brand new body, Paul wants to do it like a patinaed car. So they've already put this red base on, but when the car's ready for paint, we'll put more red on, and then I'm going to spray it black. And then we're going to do rub-throughs on all the paint to make it look like a patinaed paint job. And I'll probably pinstripe it and do some rub-throughs on the pinstripe. Should be a fun project. Paul's still got to do a bit of the cross bracing in here for the body. We're still measuring that up. They're a beautiful body, and they're all steel. We're going to use these rear fenders. They have to be modified quite a bit on the inside here. These are off a sedan, and they're a lot different to a Roadster, so that'll be another project I'll start today. Got a lot on, haven't I? Okay, project number 3. 56 F100. The hood had been jumped on, so it was concave. I've got most of it out now, so I'm just going through and finding the highs and hammering, shrinking it, Had a fair bit of rust on the front. Did all the patch panels for that. This is actually a F500, so it's a big truck, but the cabs are exactly the same as F100. One big difference is the front fenders. So Paul put a Jag front end in, and he's moved the wheels forward. We've taken the fenders and moved the wheel well forward. I'll show you that in a second. Meanwhile, around the back, very good body. This is all just original patina. The driver's door was very damaged, but no rust. So I took the skin off the frame, hammered up, and I've just got it sitting back on there. We're going to blast inside and out before I put the skin back on. But this door is very good. Fuel filler hole was filled up. At the rear here, he's used Falcon leaf springs. This is all just tacked together at the moment, so we're just setting up the pinion angle. The rear fenders needed attention, so to give them strength in here, I've put a piece of quarter rod and then rolled the edge of the guard over. They give real strength. A lot of these fenders crack because they move so much. If they have supports down here, if they're not tied on, the fender will crack just through vibration, but that's made it a lot stronger running the quarter rod inside that lip. Okay, that's the rear fenders. Let's go look at the front fenders. Let's go to the sandblasting booth. This is where they do all the blasting. Rubber walls. They're just giving it a clean out at the moment. And we'll be blasting all the stuff for the 56 F100. So normally on a 56 F100, there is a big area here in front of the wheel arch. The wheel arches to me always look like they're too far back. So Paul's moved the front end forward, and then he's used these larger truck guards, because F100 ones are really hard to find. Lowered the wheel arch, narrowed the wheel arch, and moved it forward. Make new panels for here. This was all rusted out. So probably the worst rust in the whole truck was around the edge of the fenders here. It's a lot of surgery, but these guards are expensive if you buy an F100 guard. By moving it forward, it's a nice custom touch. So they'll blast these, get them in epoxy, and we'll do the final panel work on them. We'll go back down the shop and I'll give you a look at Matty's charger he's been working on. Engine's in. Okay, not my project, but I want to show you this because it's cool. I showed you Matty's charger a while back. Come and have a look what he's done now. The Hemi and the Hemi. Brand new Hemi. He's used the old rocker covers, kept all the patina on them. I think it looks cool and such a nicely finished car to have these two patinaed pieces in there.
A bit toasty.
Okay, so I was going to take these sedan fenders and make them into roadster fenders, but we've just got a roadster fender from Steve Code down at Early Forward. We've noticed how much different they are. So I'm going to repair this one, and Paul thinks he's got another one in stock up in the rafters, so we'll get that down, and I think that'll be better. And I've just been informed they don't reproduce these sedan fenders, so we're not going to cut them up. There's a fair bit of difference in these, isn't there?
Yeah, that's what
Realistically, they're a cut down roadster guard, the sedan guard. This roll here is the same. But what about the bottom width? Oh, the width is pretty much the same. I think I've got it. I've got another sedan guard up the top, which is a bit belted up. Do you want to get me to grab that? Okay, I'll do some welding. So to do these door gaps, I've tack welded 2mm steel to the edge. Now I'm going to fill it with wire weld and then grind it back so it's a flush finish. We don't want to put any body filler in this car. That's how you close up your body gaps. Okay, if that's not enough, we've got project number 4 that I'm doing a little bit of work on right now. Okay, so project number 4 I've inherited. This one owner Sandman panel van was sent away for a full restoration. Instead of taking a year to do it, the guy took 3 years and did hardly anything on it. I've inherited it. I'm going to give the people who own it a hand to get it finished. I hear this story a lot where people put their cars into certain restorers and shops and spend a lot of money and don't get much back for their buck. This car returned missing half the parts, so I've been calling all the friends I know with Holden parts, chasing up stuff for it. So if you've got a HJ laying around your backyard, I need parts, so message me. My Christmas present came, which is a big roll of carpet. So I'm going to play motor trimmer today. And lay the carpet. We've chosen just a blue moulded carpet for that reason. We had Eddie redo the seats. The seats were originally done like this by the owner when he had it. We couldn't match the old 70s style fabric, so we've just gone to a nice blue to match the blue of the car. I'm going to throw the carpet in today, underfelt down carpet in today. I've just got to do a little bit more wiring and get that sorted. Then I can start doing the carpet, put the seats in and get the interior finished. It's been a while since I worked on a Holden panel van, I'll tell you. I used to airbrush quite a few of these and customise them when I was young. And I can only imagine what's going on in the back of these vans. They had some pretty cool names back in the day. So I'm going to spend the day down here working on a few things here. Like, I haven't got enough projects already. Next week we're back to work on the chopper. We'll get that gas tank finished. We'll start on the oil tank, get the fender finished, and I'll show you a few more tricks. Don't forget, like, subscribe, buy some merch, got some new shirts coming out. I've almost finished the drawing. That's project number 6 I'm on at the moment, but it's close. I almost finished it last night and then it's off to the printers. I'll give you a sneak preview. Have a great week.